The good folks in North Carolina thought people like cinnamon whiskey because it's spicy.
Fireball.
Well, we have the hottest pepper in human history right here down in our backyard.
Oh.
Let's make the spiciest whiskey of human history and call it the GOAT. And if you want to hear about it, then stick around.
Yikes. Started into melting our faces off and possibly having the worst crapping experience of our lives later. Let's thank our Patreon.
Yeah.
Because they are the ones responsible for me having to endure this. We're seriously, the names you see on the screen right now are our faithful supporters at the top few tiers of our Patreon options. If you want to find out more about the goodness that is our family of patrons, stick around to the end of the video. We're going to cover all the perks and all the benefits there.
Sure. So some disclaimers. It is very hard to find information about this whiskey. The distillery
makes it even more scary.
Has no website that I can find anyway. If you Google it, the Google link takes you to a spam site selling questionable adult video games.
Yikes.
Wow. Yeah. But
that's his story and he's sticking to it.
Yeah.
I swear, honey.
And I have no idea where it's sold. So there's all of that.
Just showed up in the mail.
Yeah. There is also another version of Carolina Reaper whiskey that's out there that's being made, but it's being made in California. Boo. Because I want my Carolina Reaper whiskey to be from one of the Carolinas.
Yeah, the California Reaper just doesn't sound quite as scary.
Actually, it probably brings death. I don't know.
It's a serial killer.
Yeah, it's like the serial killer.
Definitely, and it makes your house prices go way up, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah. Well, if you're selling.
If you're selling, yeah.
Sure. If you're buying, it's not as good. So the producer does have a website. It's called sasserspiked.com.
Okay.
And I guess they're better known for their hard lemonade.
Is it like a Reaper lemonade too?
No,
just
they do.
regular old
That would
lemonade.
be interesting. Yeah, it's just a spike lemonade, but it says nothing about this brand that they produce.
We're not going to die, are we?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They're out there on social media. I drank some of this when it came in. They're out there on social media. There's some posts where they announced that they were releasing this whiskey.
All right, I'm willing to try it.
And all of that stuff. But that's about all the information I can find is just by going to like their Instagram and things like that. I can't even find communication with who sent me the whiskey. So somebody reached out to me, and I think that they thought of me because my whiskey brand's called the Prideful Goat.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Have you had goat whiskey?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "It's steeped in Carolina Reaper peppers." And I'm like, I'm listening.
I'm listening, and also probably why I've never tried it.
Yeah, and so I did say yes, and I apologize because whoever sent me the whiskey, I'm very, very grateful. But I searched and I searched, and I cannot find the communication between us. So I'd love to give you a shout out, but could not do that. And I did find it ironic because some troll in the comments the other day said that I was arrogant because I named my whiskey the greatest of all time. And I pointed out that
Did you send him the Prideful Goat commercial we made? It tells the story of
it
how
tells
the
the story, right? I pointed out that the goat in my brand's name has nothing to do with the acronym greatest of all time. And now, as it turns out, I couldn't have named my whiskey the greatest of all time because this brand had a cola approval before I ever created the Prideful Goat, and I would have been sued for a trademark violation.
Well,
so,
thank you for.
In your face, troll that said that I was being arrogant.
Yes.
My name for my whiskey brand doesn't mean anything. So
definitely can't compete with this.
Take that, whoever you are out there, random internet troll. So anyway, so this is goat whiskey. So what is a Carolina Reaper? Well, the world's hottest pepper is a Carolina Reaper. It's 2.2 million Scoville units on the Scoville scale.
That sounds pretty hot.
So it was developed.
I don't know where Scoville is, but it sounds like a hot place.
Right, I bet it is. I bet it's very temperate there.
And it must be in Texas.
Yeah,
it's got to be way down south.
Yeah,
Texas.
something like that.
It's hot.
The Carolina Reaper was developed by crossbreeding a Pakistani pepper with a habanero pepper. And that actually happened in South Carolina. This whiskey is from North Carolina. It is called GOAT, like G period, O period, A period, T period, which is an acronym for Greatest of All Time, Reaper whiskey. And it says that they did this to destroy the spice claims of cinnamon flavored whiskey.
Well, I mean, if you want to destroy cinnamon, let's just bypass cinnamon altogether.
Yeah,
Straight to the hottest pepper.
We
on the
skipped
planet.
jalapeno, we skipped habanero, and went straight to the Carolina Reaper.
Oh yeah, and yes, I cannot wait to taste this.
Yeah,
I actually like spicy stuff.
Yeah,
I'm a spicy fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys they wanted to go to the extreme
They
for
wanted to
sure
go,
against
yes.
the hottest pepper. So my favorite part of this whiskey is the disclosure on the back label. It says no aging statement because the government said so.
It does say that.
Finished on charred oak chips flavored with Carolina Reaper peppers
man.
because spicy is more than just cinnamon.
It is.
And
Indeed.
anyone that's ever attempted to get a cola approved like I have, it just made me laugh when I read it because I know that he submitted and the examiner was like, no, you can't say that. And then he changed it and the examiner was like, no, you can't say that. And then finally he was like, F it, can I say no age statement because the government said so? And they're like, technically that complies.
yeah, go ahead and do that.
So that made me.
This is my kind of guy.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, it made me kind of laugh. All right, so but we've talked enough about this. What do you say we taste this bad boy up
man.
and see if we're
It actually smells really good.
It actually smells. Yeah, it smells like the inside of a barbecue smoker.
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, it's got a lot of smoke to it.
Oh man. Let's just hope it tastes like.
But you can
nice,
tell there's some
spicy brisket.
capsaicin in there on the
Yeah.
nose for sure.
Okay, it is spicy.
It's not. To me, it's very watery, spicy. Not a lot of flavor there.
Yeah,
It's just
it is
There's
like-
it tastes like a Carolina Reaper.
It tastes like a Carolina Reaper water, maybe a little sweeter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little sweetness to it.
On a scale, whenever I'm trying to explain to somebody how hot something is, I feel like we have to have a reference point
Let's have a reference point.
that most people can draw.
All right, yeah.
So most people have eaten at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
Okay, so you got mild, medium, hot. I think wild and
And atomic
or something.
crazy. Yeah.
So where would you put this?
I would probably put it right between a medium and a hot, like
Yeah.
somewhere in there. It's not hot to me. And again, this scales. I mean, I like spicy, so I'd put it
agree.
more toward a medium.
I agree with you because it's up front.
Yeah,
Right away.
it's real
and
quick.
There's no lingering. There's not.
Yeah, you know how when you eat something spicy, like someone's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, try this," and you eat it, and it's just like your mouth is hurting for a long time. And you're like, "Is this ever going to go away?" This dissipates really quick.
I don't know what the hell they're talking about. My mouth is still on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Not on fire, but I can still feel it.
I can feel it, but it's not on fire. It's just like that capsaicin numbing that you talk about.
Sure.
It's like-
Yeah, it's super smoky. It's got a traditional, sweet, kind of a sweet flavor.
If I feel any heat, it's like more in the back of my throat, not like on my tongue still, like where it's still dry.
And this says it's just whiskey. It's not a bourbon mash bill or a rye mash bill. It just says it's whiskey.
Did it
Okay.
proof?
What was the proof?
1,000?
On this guy? It's 80 proof.
Yeah.
So it's
How many
a little lighter.
Scovilles is the proof?
Right. On the lower end at 80 proof.
Yeah.
It
No,
has
you know
some
what?
heat, but it's not horrible.
I bet this would be incredible, like with some cocktails.
Yeah. So here's what I think we should do, because I'm not even sure that this whiskey was meant to be drank neat. I think it was probably meant to be drinking a cocktail
Yeah.
and possibly with some food. And so let's get some Torchies.
Okay,
Let's make some
Torchies.
cocktails and let's
Boom.
come back and redo the tasting element.
Okay.
But this time in a cocktail mixed with food.
Let's do it.
All right.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. We know that it is tough to buy for the whiskey lover in your life.
It is.
You go on Bourbon Real Talk, there is hundreds of options for you to get for that person in your life who loves whiskey and you're scared, you're worried, you don't know where to start. Well, we're here to help you out. We've got the top 5 items on Bourbon Real Talk that are perfect for the whiskey lover in your life. First off, we're going to start with the American Whiskey Aroma Kit right here. This bad boy right here, when they're nosing a glass, these things will help them train their palates to identify those top scents and fragrances within a whiskey. And it'll make them look like a really cool person in front of their friends.
Yeah,
okay?
Makes them feel more comfortable about their whiskey journey.
Yep.
Another thing that we have, they may have a lot of glasses, but they probably don't have these glasses.
Right here.
And so the most common whiskey glass out there is a tulip-shaped glass, and that company was not very kind to me last year. And they asked me to stop selling my glasses that they thought were too similar to theirs. And that pushed me into an endeavor to design a glass that was specifically for high-proof American spirits.
And it's better.
And it is way better. There's a money-back guarantee on the website. You could buy this for a whiskey lover in your life. If they try the glass and they don't notice an immediate difference while nosing, we will absolutely give you your money back.
Okay.
What else do we have?
So they have a great nose. They got a great palate. They've already got the glasses. I bet they don't have this. How about a whiskey bottle carrying bag?
Yes.
All right, really nice quality. It fits 3 bottles in this one. We have a
6 bottle.
We got a 6 bottle bag. You could probably fit a couple more in here, but this is designed for 3 bottles. They can show up with their buddy's house. They've already got their whiskey bottles with them. They're opening them up. They're sharing them with friends, and it's a great option as a gift.
There's 2 others that I'm pretty excited about. The first one is my Advent calendar box. So if you're looking to give a gift to a whiskey friend, you probably can't go out and find Pappy Van Winkle and give him a bottle of that because it's so impossible to find. But you might have some nice bottles that you'd want to give them samples of, and you can build a 25-day experience for somebody in your life. This box holds 25 1-ounce samples and 2 small sample glasses, and all the half-size glasses that are on the market that I'm aware of all fit in these spaces, including my glasses, the glasses from that company that shall not be named, Perfect Dram, and several others. They all fit side in here. And so this is a great option, although we may be running out of time on this. But
what do we have?
We have another option for you. This makes an excellent gift as well. This is our 6 1-ounce sample pack. And so this could allow you to give sample packs to several of your buddies, maybe people that are just getting into the whiskey game, or somebody who doesn't have a collection quite as large as yours. This would work for that. It has a space for 1 tasting glass, 6 1-ounce samples, and for both of these options, we have customization. So you can put a custom message on here through laser etching. You could put your logo, your company logo. These could be corporate gifts, whatever you want to do. All of these things can be picked up at bourbonrealtalk.com. So check it out. All right, we're back to try this spicy whiskey with food. Wes, what are you doing? You're supposed to wait until we're filming to eat your taco.
I couldn't wait. I love Torchy's.
I know. It's so good. We
so near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, so for those of you that are longtime viewers, we eat Torchy's every time we record, and I buy Torchy's for all of the guests.
Yes.
And then we'll be drinking, William LaRue Weller and George C. Stagg, and then all of these people will get in the comments and be like, how dare you disrespect this hallowed ground of bourbon by eating spicy food beforehand? And I'm like, bro, it is my whiskey. I will do with it what I want.
And that's how much respect we have for Torchy's, that we're drinking William LaRue
Weller with I mean, honestly, it's not probably the best pairing. But we did decide to make some cocktails. And why don't you tell us, Sammy, what the cocktail is?
So, I like Palomas. I like a spicy Paloma. And I felt this was the best use of this cocktail. I can think of other things other cocktails make, but the Paloma was just a really good substitute for a tequila. I normally drink a very spicy Paloma.
Yeah, that's really good.
So we made a Paloma with the goat Carolina Reaper whiskey. So
a goat Loma.
A goat Loma, if you will.
I love goat Lomas.
So let's taste it up.
I have been known to order a spicy margarita here and there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And this blows that out. It's
quite lovely, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think this does really well in the cocktail.
And it's great with this kind of food. A little spicy food, some tacos, some Mexican food, whatever. This is, I think I told them in a previous episode when we had Sammy on here how well he is at pairing, him and his wife, with pairing food and drinks and all that stuff. And wow, this is no exception. Really good.
I would actually use this with food. in a recipe for making food, a good barbecue sauce, a spicy
Oh,
barbecue
the whiskey
sauce.
itself.
Yeah,
A
that'd
little
be
glaze
something.
or something, you know?
Yeah.
A glaze, a bourbon chicken.
Oh,
just
wow, that would be
something
good.
would be,
That would be good.
especially if you want like a Thai bourbon food.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great.
So the spicy paloma with my Torchy's taco, which by the way has chipotle ranch and their habanero salsa on it.
Wow.
Excellent combination.
I know people are going to wonder which tacos we're eating too, and I don't mean to get political or anything, but I have the Republican that I'm eating today,
They also have a Democrat.
and they revamped it, and just to show you how bipartisan I am,
He always orders.
I always
both.
ordered the both. I always order one Democrat and the Republican, but they just revamped the menu and added this like these crispy onions and this like corn relish with some barbecue. Oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah.
Well done, Mr. Torchy.
Yeah, and Torchy is kind of well known for their salsa. Their
Queso.
queso.
It's world famous. Yes.
So I'm trying the queso with the spicy paloma.
In the Paloma.
So is Torchy's nationwide, or
No, I think they're
Okay.
only in Texas.
I think they're
so
right
you guys
here.
could probably find an equivalent taco place.
Let's think. What is over there in other parts of the country? There was one Moe's Southwest Grill. When I lived in Tennessee, there was one of those. Not nearly as good, but you know, it is got those spicy flavors. Really good tacos. Really good burritos. I mean, any of those burrito places.
To be honest-
Chipotle's, that type of thing.
I think this would go great with any spicy food.
Yeah.
Any Mexican food, a spicy barbecue, maybe even a spicy Thai. I think this would be great.
I'm gonna have to get this recipe from you, Sam, because this is so good.
It's a little this and a little that.
A little bit of this and that. Text me that, please, because
Yeah.
this is so good. So well done to the goat. It's good, neat. It's interesting, neat. You know, it's a fun little conversation piece, but it is really good in a cocktail.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for cooking with.
Should we give some away and let them melt their own faces off?
Yeah, so here's what I was thinking. I don't think that they produce anything else, or at least if they do, I wasn't able to find it, hence the no website and stuff. So we're going to do 5 2-ounce samples of this, and that's going to give you enough to give you like a half-ounce pour for you to try neat. And then 1.5 ounces for you to try in a cocktail.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be 5 winners. You're going to get a 2-ounce sample. And all you have to do to enter to win is like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, which will notify you of future content pieces and future giveaways, because we do a giveaway in every video. And of course, you have to fill out the web form, which can be found on YouTube underneath a video player in the description. We'll run a randomizer. We will post results publicly for accountability. We'll reach out to the winners, get your address, and ship your samples absolutely for free.
Hey, you know what else? I'd like to contribute to this giveaway.
Okay.
If the winner just happens to be in an area where there is Torchy's, I'd like to give them a gift card.
Okay.
So they can pair up some Torchy's tacos, some great queso, with a mixed drink. So
Okay.
if that's a little bonus. Now if you don't live in an area, that's fine. I'll try to find somewhere that's close to you. But I'd love to sponsor your lunch.
Okay.
So get with us on that as well, and that lunch will be on me.
I like that.
Cool.
Tell them how they can support the channel.
Well, we have a Patreon. That's a great way, because it's a two-way street. Okay, everywhere else you go to the website, buy some merch. It's great, supports us, and you get great content, or you get great products in return. But the Patreon is the place to go if you want to really, support a movement like the Bourbon Real Talk initiative here. So there's great things that you get in return, like special offers, bonus content, distillery takeovers, where you get to come to meet us at distilleries. We take it over for the day. We're tasting whiskey. We're having a good time. Usually food is included, which we love food, as you can see.
Yeah.
Virtual bottle shares. You can hang out online with us. Just really the satisfaction of knowing that you're supporting a channel and its mission is enough for most people. So go to the link in the description. Go check out the Patreon options and see if there's anything for you.
Yeah, we also have merchandise, which was curated by Whiskey People for Whiskey People. Lindsay is a mad scientist. I come to her, I go, hey, people need a way to carry their bottles when they go to bottle shares. We have bottle bags.
Boom.
Hey, the glasses that people are drinking out of, they're not great for high proof spirits. I need to design a glass that looks like this. Boom, we got a whiskey tasting glass. People want to figure out how to break down whiskeys. Boom, we've got an aroma kit to train your palate. So there's all kinds of great things out there. So you can support us that way. But I'm also a residential real estate agent, and you could show support to the channel by interviewing me to be your agent in the Dallas or Houston metro areas. And if we do close the deal, I give you an epic bottle as a closing gift.
That's awesome.
So if this is your first time tuning into the channel, you might be thinking like, what the heck is going on? They're making reference to, things that seem like it wouldn't belong on a whiskey channel, but that's because we're about a whole lot more than whiskey. We are about community and connection, and that became a personal mission of mine when I lost my brother to suicide. And after his funeral, and I was talking with some of his friends, I started to learn about how the way that his life was going, he started to lose some of those social connections that help keep us bonded to this world. And it gave me the mission to help people find those kinds of connections. And I saw how whiskey was bringing people together. And I thought, maybe if I get you connected to whiskey, the whiskey will do the rest of the job and get you connected to others. And so we started this channel. We also were looking for forums to help generate connection. And a lot of the forums have some people in them that we generally refer to as trolls, and they're just angry people who like to run everyone's good time online, usually keyboard warrior types, say a lot of stuff they'd never say in person. And so that taught us a couple things. One, we need to start our own community that was troll free, which we did. It's called Bourbon Real Talk Community. It's free. It's on Facebook. And you can go join right now. Lots of great things happening in that community. Things that go far beyond just sharing whiskey. Yeah. We were also able to parlay that into starting a suicide prevention and intervention nonprofit called Live Stay Project, all of which is administered inside the Bourbon Real Talk family. But the second thing that those trolls taught us was that if they can hate someone online, there's nothing that keeps us from loving someone online. And that is why we end every episode the same way, and that's this. If you woke up this morning and you're unsure whether or not anyone loved you, just know that we love you. We'll see you next time on Bourbon Real Talk. Cheers. What are you doing?
Dude, Jake, our BRTC friend?
Yeah.
I'm getting him some stuff for Christmas. I'm doing a little Christmas shopping.
Yeah, what are you going to get him?
I'm thinking like they've got these really cool whiskey stones that are like, you put them in the freezer for a while and then, put them in your glass and they're kind of chill your whiskey.
Do you know Jake?
Yeah, he's like one of my best buds.
Yeah. Have you ever seen him drink his whiskey any way but neat?
No.
Okay, well, that's probably not the best.
Okay, yeah, all right, you're right. Okay, so rocks glasses. I'll do like they've got these really cool new style glasses. They're like got this cool shape to them. I'm gonna do those.
He has like 1 million whiskey glasses. Like he doesn't need more glasses for sure.
Well, I don't know what to get him then. Okay.
Okay. Well, I got some ideas.
Okay. What? Tell me. What do I need to
Bourbon
get?
Real Talk has some really nice sample storage boxes.
He does like samples. He's getting samples from. He's in the BRTC, so he's getting samples from people all the time.
Yeah. So there's several different sizes, but these are decorative wooden boxes that were designed to hold either 1 or 2 ounce sample bottles.
Okay.
And some of them are actually designed to be more like a gift, right?
Yeah.
So there's a space for you to store a whiskey tasting glass,
okay,
along with some samples, so you can give those to a friend.
Perfect.
And then some of them are just to store all of the samples that you get being a good whiskey enthusiast member.
And I've got a great idea. I'm going to get this like engraved, like with his like name or something special on top.
Great news! We just purchased a giant commercial laser, and for a nominal fee, you can have either logos, pictures, words. You can select your own font. You can have all of that engraved right here.
Yes, I'm going to do a picture of me, like real big right here, so he always can remember how great of a friend I am.
That is a great idea. He could just put something right on top.
All right. Well, so they go to bourbonrealtalk.com. I'm just going to do that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Go to bourbonrealtalk.com and pick up your storage box today.
All right. You can thank me later, Jake.